Alright, game's thinking about loading. The Nihilist itch is getting to me. Don't do it, JD! No! It's a freaking car! Oh, man. It's up to you. I mean, you do what's best for you, but I don't recommend it. I won't be doing it. Also, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're having an awesome afternoon. Believe it or not, I'm actually thinking about spending the least amount of money ever in this game. Like, being completely real, I'm leaning towards 3-star, 4-star characters, maybe battle passes. That might be where I end up. Because honestly, like, it's not that fun to play into a level I can't play at, right? Like, I'm just kind of wasting my time. Like, that's the legitimate answer. Slowly but surely, got 8 Gear Tier 21. So that means you can at least enter then and play every day. So that's good. I think I'm at 5 or 6 if I equip the characters, but I haven't even put anything on. I don't remember them. We'll have to look at them. I think new offers are up anyway, so we'll go look. Your stuff I didn't collect. I think I didn't play very hard yesterday. I got distracted. $10 Gear Tier 21 offers. Are they? 10's a lot. 10 means that they are probably $5 offers and $10 disguises. I don't see it. Are you talking about the ones attached to the leaderboard? The 3 orbs? But you might be talking about the one attached to the leaderboard at the bottom. Okay. Back at the top. Oh. Okay, yeah, that is the offer. Pretty certain that's the offer that's attached to the leaderboard. Yep, there's 2 of them. This one's slightly better than that one, but they're both still not real great. I mean, that's 4 pieces per orb times 3, that's 12 pieces. And it takes 210, right, per character. So that makes the character price. Let's just do the character price math real quick. So we're paying $12, or we're getting 12 pieces for $10. So we're paying almost $1 a piece. And it takes 210. Divide that by 12. It takes 17.5 of those offers. No, that is really bad. JD, you're better off buying. I think you already did it, but you're better off buying this. This is way better value. And just doing this on the new characters, buying stuff like that. If you're doing that, that will get you the character or the Gear Tier 21 in a better pace than what that is. You got that one? Okay. Well, that probably is the next step up as far as collecting stuff in a faster method. Is that better math than one of these? Is the question, because these are really bad. So it is slightly better than this. Because this is 70 for 800 Ultra Cores. You're getting 12 for 100 Ultra Cores, so you're just getting slightly better. Slightly. It's not a lot. You're paying pretty close to this price point. You might be paying 70 instead of 60 or somewhere in those ranges instead. You're probably paying like 600 Ultra Cores per, I think is what it kind of equals out to. Well, I can do the math for that. That's 70 pieces. Let's just do that. So you're getting 70 pieces. So let's go 70 divided by 12. It's 5.83 offers. Let's times that by 100. So it's 583 Ultra Cores. It's 583 Ultra Cores equivalent. if you did it that way. So you are getting a discount compared to the OG offers, which most people deem as bad. So take that for what it's worth. There's not like another equivalent out there, I don't think. These. Why is there 5? So they're giving you slightly more here. Oh, but it's twice the price. I don't understand this offer at all. What's up, Killshot? How am I doing today? It's been a busy day, for the most part. What's going on, Killshot? I saw you message me. I'm sorry. I saw it looked like you'd already had done Crucible, so I apologize. I couldn't jump in and help you at all. It's RNG versus targeted. Even I'm a smaller spender these days, Zastin. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I legitimately, like, I kind of think with the way they're moving the structure of characters, the way they're moving the structure of resources, and battle passes might be a bad buy. I'm still waiting to see if I think that. I haven't made that determination yet, but I'm starting to think it because they're starting to put slightly better offers out at random times. So you might be better off just waiting for those to pop up. When they do, buy those. Don't buy the random garbage offers they're selling us, right? And just sit and wait. Like, it might be just time to be a value buyer again. That's kind of where I'm leaning. At least that's where I'm kind of thinking right now. Because honestly, like, I watch like some of these other guys play, and they don't verse Annie every round, right? They don't verse Annie every round. They still play like a pretty normal Crucible match, and basically play at the level I used to play at, right? And I was pretty happy playing at, and I still probably would be happy playing at. I kind of miss that. So I kind of think I'm overspending to achieve something I really don't want to achieve. Yeah, if that makes kind of sense, guys. Like, I know that's kind of me being weird and cryptic and whatnot, but, you know. The way they're selling character reminds me certain quite, and altered the deal and pray I do not alter it again. I don't know what you tried to say there, but I kind of get what you're comparing it to something. Is that like a game show or something, Treza? They were selling characters reminds me of a certain quite. I've altered the deal. Pray I do not alter it again. No, what you say makes sense, though. That makes sense. I don't know where that's from, but that makes sense. Yeah, like, they've altered the deal. Exactly. That's a good way to put it. How do you guys feel? What did you link, B-Cross? What do you got here? Have a quote. Damn. Oh, it's Star Wars.
Arisian, take the princess and the Wookiee to my ship.
You said they'd be left in the city under my supervision.
I am altering the deal. Pray I don't alter it any further.
Yup, exactly. What's up, Exo follows? Welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, it 100% kind of feels that way. That's actually a really good quote. That was a good one. That was a really good one. Yeah, like we started awesome. Like, we converted and made this like cheap thing, and then we went to whatever the hell we have now. And I hate it. I think it's horrible, it's not fun, yeah, I'm done with it. I don't know what they were thinking with that. And the bad part is, now they have to convince me to come back to it. And that's not going to be something I think that's going to be easy for them to do. What? I got a blank? Oh, that's right, there's XP in these orbs, that's right. I forgot about that. What's in here? Nope. I'm up to 3.6 million chapter currency, guys. Am I doing this right yet? Oh, here's a bio piece. Oh, I'll buy what? This is the the third item I bought in the shop, guys. We're moving on up in the world. Not that I actually need bio gear, but I do kind of want bio gear. There's just nothing to buy. It's not that I'm saving. The things I want in the game are not things that they're selling. And it's like them offering me like things I don't want, things I don't need, things that don't make my account better, and they want me to buy it, right? Things I don't deem as rewarding enough. And so I just don't buy stuff. I will reluctantly buy stuff in the last 30 days because I have to, but I just sit and wait. Like, I have 90 days to make decisions, and from what I see is there's nothing actually worth buying. And this is like the disjoint from the value I see and the value Scopely sees in the game, right? It's kind of the problem. No, my Shadow Conclave is not maxed. My Shadow Conclave is in a weird state, and I don't really like the team. They don't do anything. I don't like this team at all. The only thing they're good for is they have one playable defense setup that requires Blue Marvel. That is the only thing this team can do, and I don't deem putting them with Blue Marvel as good enough because mine are so small. Could I get them to 6? Sure. Could I get them to 7? Probably not. Not in a reasonable method. They've still not done a free-to-play release on this team, so why do I want to farm their shards? Would Warlock suffice? Why would Warlock be on the team? The kind of team character you want to put with this team on defense is a fast damage dealer. Other options besides Blue Marvel. So the reason you put Blue Marvel with them is because it overloads the teams that beat them. It makes them take too much damage and they die. So it becomes a size check thing. And that's why people put Blue Marvel with them. But they only do it with diamonds. It's the only thing to do with them. I can make people lose if they make mistakes, which is about as good as it gets for this team. Beta with the 45 consecutive. That's crazy. Thank you. You're awesome. So, but I don't, like, this team's not good for PvE. They barely get used in war right now. Like, I use them, but they're on defense. Like, I don't really care. War right now isn't rewarding for maxing the characters out, right? It's really not. Like, I'm not rewarded by making these characters 7 faster. I don't even know that I'm going to buy their battle pass. Even though it would technically rank up 2 characters, probably. I'm assuming there's 100 shards apiece in them. And I set them up this way intentionally because I assumed they'd get a free-to-play event eventually, right? That's why I did what I did. I purposely left them there. They were excited for Conclave. I was excited for Conclave initially. But it's not really Conclave's fault. Conclave as a team is actually a pretty good team. Like functionality-wise, this team's pretty good. They're pretty solid. They're pretty protected. They're not bad. There's a few ways to make their counters broken, which is pretty cool. The problem really lies more in the war mode itself. Like, the war mode itself, in both the reward structure and the gameplay structure, really kind of make me not like war teams that much. I think is kind of the result of what I've viewed in this. And the other part that messed with this too was Omen. Right? I got 2 war teams back to back, and one of these is online and one of these is whatever, right? So I gained a new offense team and I gained a new defense team. But I don't really feel like war improved by it. Does that make sense? We only just got Daring free to play unlocked now? Right. We're so far behind. From the Blaster leaderboard orbs, I pulled a 5D Executioner, but it is going so far, we'll get there during the summer. Yeah. And that's the other thing, right? And that's part of the reason why I don't open orbs anymore, Trezo. You kind of just nailed it on the head. Why do I care to open these if I can't upgrade my characters? Right? Like, it's a weird problem. Like, look at the characters I care about in here. I'd love Darkstar. I'd love Damon. Executioner would be great, but I can't use him. I'd like Morph, but I can't use him. I'd like Riot. I can't use him. I'd like Yo-Yo. So there's like 5 characters in here, and half of them I can't use. Why do I care to open these? Like, could there be upgrades that are reasonable and okay? Sure. But, like, most of these I don't actually, like, particularly care for. To me, like, this has lost the value to me, for what I want in here. Just a 2-day bait. 2D bait. I wish I had a 5D, but that orb hates me. Yeah, that orb hates me too, JD. Like, I have 40 of them. I have 30 of these too. Same problem with this orb, by the way. The only characters I actually want are characters that I can't even, like, the diamonds don't matter because I don't have them, right? They're literally the only thing that upgrades my teams and makes them better are unavailable diamonds, which are few and far between, right? Few and far between unavailable diamonds, which, I mean, go look at the unavailable diamonds that I can purchase right now. I can buy a whole 2. I can get a Dark Star up to 3, and I can get a Sam Alexander up to 2 or 3, right? Like, and technically I could get like Daring Diamonds, and I could get some of the Exalted Diamonds, maybe. Technically only Morph, right? So they kind of devalued their own orb by their new structure, which I don't know. By the way, I'm not participating in the Eclipse Diamonds because of what happened in the store. I refuse. I won't even, like, acknowledge that the leaderboard exists. I don't care that if I want it or not. I'm not doing it. They did that to themselves. I'm not spending money for them on that. When you create such horrible items in the shop that make you lose for twice the price, you don't get extra money. Sorry, guys. Not how that works. This is the leaderboard, or the event that I could have had done. I could have had all this stuff. Feel the hate. I know, right? My power just went out in the house. Shame I would have sent him over. Oh, dang, that sucks, Walking Hate. It's all good, though. I'm sure people will trickle on over. I'll keep the people entertained. Here's our last payday event, guys. Feel bad, man. We'll never have this again. No more gold for you. This is what they didn't tell us, by the way. By the way, you're losing 5.4 million gold every month. 5.4 million gold headed to the Aether, exactly. You wanted T4 abilities? Well, those aren't coming anymore. And they didn't say they were replacing it anywhere. They intentionally made sure they didn't say that part. Is the Zero mod here too? I don't know. Is he? Yes. They told us that flash events are going away. Was the wording they used. Flash events will not be a thing anymore. They made sure to reference the bad flash events so people weren't upset, but there's good flash events too. What do you think about the team which uses Superior Spider-Man, Hobgoblin, Shocker, Vulture, forget the 5th? You forgot Scorpion. He's a statue. That team is really, really good. Lance Nightmare, also welcome in. Thank you for coming over to YouTube. Really good team. That team is in multiple PvE modes. What's up, Storm Shadow? Welcome in. We use it in multiple PvE modes. We use it in the Blue Marvel event. You can use it to get Xavier. You can also use it to get Annihilus. We end up using that team quite a bit. It's also currently the team that we're using to beat Annihilus, believe it or not, guys. And it's a pretty good war team. It usually finds an attack pretty consistently. Decent Crucible team sometimes finds an attack, not always, but sometimes. Overall, I would probably give it. I'd give it like a 6 of our PvP teams. I would give it a 10 out of our PvE teams. It is easily our best PvE team. You only have it partially built as a level 99 free-to-play player. So as a free-to-play player, the main thing with a raid team is just get it online. Get it up to functioning to where it's doing your raids, and once you have it like there, you don't have to worry about it. You'll come back to it eventually when you do the chase content, but you don't have to like get them up there like immediately. It's better to just get your stuff online, and then come back to your stuff when it's time to move to the next thing. If that makes sense. But at 99, you're pretty safe. You're about to enter what I would call like the early mid game or the early end game. So you'll start getting to the point where your levels will get much slower. But once you get there, there's a lot of power in those levels. Because that's like 2 end games ago. You're level 100 right now. 105 is a pretty big jump in power, and then 110 is a big jump in power. Not every character will go to 105 or 110. 100 is kind of like that baseline for a character, and then 105 becomes like the normal once you start getting like newer characters, and then 110 is like your really good characters. You'd not call anything below 110 early. It depends on where you're playing too, Trezo. I don't think that's completely true. You know, at the very high ranking stuff, that's 100% right. Like anything not 110 is very hard to play right now. But not everybody's there, especially somebody new coming in the game. Like their end game is like a few tiers behind our end game, if that makes sense. And it's not that that's a bad end game; it's just different. You know, he won't have the legendaries and things. He'll be kind of in that chase, right? Early end game. You are supportive of the new changes, but taking resources away from older methods to obtain makes new changes a moot point. Correct, Tyler. They have to give them back in some way. I don't know how they do that or what they do to do that, but they have to support the Obel thing. Now, what that does give them the freedom to do, and this might be where it ends up being, and it might not be a big deal, they might be able to trickle that into other things, right? It gives them some resources to then attach to other types of things. The question is, will they do it? They didn't tell us that part, right? They intentionally admitted that part, which could be good or bad depending on how you perceive it. You know, and I know why they didn't say it. They didn't tell us that because it ties their hand. They don't want to tie their hand. That's not something they do, right? They generally just don't tell us stuff. This is so expensive, by the way. 250. I'm just saving until I get there. Which that means the next one's even more expensive. So this is going to take forever to finish this health. It's taking so long. I'm done with this completely. I agree. I will max health and armor before I do the rest of this. That's just the plan. I've kind of pivoted to one. I wanted fear maxed. That was like a non-negotiable. I should max panic because it's not very expensive, but terror seems to be. When I started looking at like some of my defense stuff and some of my offense stuff, it felt like I was using more of those characters than I was in the past. So I started pivoting. Key sense: we will be updating the way new commanders build their roster with fresh events. The rewards from monthly flash events will be redistributed to events for new commanders, as well as command center milestones for veteran players. Yeah, if that's what they're doing, then that's fine, right? They'll just move it into those things. So hopefully we'll see an increase in that stuff. Hopefully, right? You know, I assume that they have a total puzzle and they know how much they're giving out. You know, it's spreadsheeted out. I hope. You know, I say that stuff and, you know, all I can do is hope. So, you know, we don't really know, right? This side's done. Done with raids, so just waiting for other people to complete. Good. Maybe while we're chatting, we'll go do the first 6 of the tower, because I haven't done that stuff yet. Roll through that. This. Oh, that's earn a 1 diamond speedball, but I have a 1 diamond speedball, so it don't matter. Is this the only thing else I have left to do this week? I need to play battles. Play Blitz with Quicksilver, can't do that. Play Blitz, oh, we need to go Blitz. Donate to your alliance, that's later. Yeah, exactly, Walking Hate. The only thing we know is subject to change. They are making changes literally every day. And that's okay. They can make changes. I also am going to be making changes. It's kind of the decision that I've come to the conclusion of. I'm no longer willing to follow the same pattern I was doing, right? My pattern feels like it's being tactically attacked by them, so I'm just done with it, right? Well, I'll just make my changes too. And I'll make my spending match what I think is appropriate. If I don't like the direction, then I will spend less. If I like the direction, I might spend more, you know? I think that's a fair thing to do, right? If they want to tactically attack what I do and how I play, I will adjust accordingly. I'm still having fun with the game, and I've been having fun at multiple levels. So I think, to me, it's just time to adjust what I think's fun. You know? Because I'm not having that much fun against the Nihilus, I'll be honest, guys. I am having fun, though, doing like this PvE stuff on not my account. I actually have to play this, don't I? Oh, we just Damoned this last time. I should really save teams. So we don't have to... If they're going to keep launching this thing, I should probably make tower teams. I don't even know what's in here. What is this? It's gone now. I don't know what's in here either. Let's actually make roster teams. So I remember what I did do the first time we did this. We used Damon. We used Strange. Oh no, no Strange allowed? Okay, never mind. I lied. Guys, I'm a liar. Why are you in here? A weird global character, isn't he cosmic? Let's get Guardian out. I should have done this the first time. And who else do we have the buff? We have APOC. This is way more fun, though. We grab Iron Patriot. I did this on the baby account, too. I just grabbed all of the buffs of Damon. And then you hit save. Was a bit hairy, but you just did not take the best with them. And that might be kind of something fun to do, too, by the way. We could possibly go do the Breaker event, but I could purposely, like, not take the right teams, and we could try to beat it. Just for funsies. Because I really don't want to push that high. And because honestly, like, me taking a spot from people feels kind of wrong. Also, what they do to Damon's beam? It's like he's now thick Damon. I don't know why his beam's like 5 times as fat as it used to be. Alright, Cersei's stunned. Icarus is dead. That was difficult. Good job, David. Hero Cosmic. Oh, this is just the F4 team. Is the Galactic Council available? Hold on. Oh man, I only have 3 of them? That's upsetting. I was gonna take them. That would have been fun if we could have made that work. Take Blue Marble, I guess. Good enough. I would have actually tried to use the Galactic Council. That would have been fun. Oh man. Scopely ruined my fun with different traits. They just knew that I wanted to use the Galactic Council and had to break them. Bye, team. Oh, APOC. No, don't do it. That's rude. Stop healing. And see, this is kind of why I think it's like the tower's way less fun. Because like, this isn't that fun. This is just me pushing buttons. It doesn't matter what I do. Like, I can't lose. I think I could auto-basic that node, by the way. Pretty sure. Well, actually, I know I could because Odin would basic, right? And then just swipe into Oblivion. What does Odin's battlefield effect do? Odin puts up a battlefield effect that anytime the enemy takes a turn, he will basic them. And his basic is an AoE swipe that hits them for like ridiculous damage. And then heals him. So he's like unkillable while it's up. It's really good. Mutant? What was this node? Wasn't this like Hellfire X? Is this the last node you can use X? I think it is, right? Villain Mystic, and then it's the non-mythics. This was like Hellfire X. Hello? Let's go. Get him. So I didn't save that. I haven't posted in the Drop Bears chat either. Okay, where did my team go? I did something wrong. Oh, this is Crucible rules. This is the wrong one. This is Phoenix Force. I'm dumb. What was I thinking, guys? Whoopsies. Well, I think this was like Darkstar, right? We just need Phoenix wherever she is. Get him. Get him, team. Die. Up. Are all these promo codes still in play? I believe so, XO follows. I have not I've not heard that they're not. There are some codes that expire on a duration, and if I don't get the confirmation they're expired, I don't remove them until somebody tells me that. I always put the first one, the newest one, towards the front, right? And then I trickled them down accordingly. I think the last 3 or 4 are evergreen codes, but I think there's some that could be expired. MSF Envoy ZKG has expired. Okay, we'll remove that one. We go do that right now. That was like his live page or front page thingy. He got a special code for that, I believe. All right, that one's gone. You need shop credits bad. Yeah, most of shop credits come from codes, so and it sucks that's the way it is. You have to be pretty tight on your shop credits because they just don't give us too many. It's a downfall of the current system. I don't like it. This is just a curse plus Mephisto. Yeah, we were just saying we hope the June credits code comes out soon. They just need to put shop credits in the game. Like, there's no reason that it needs to be a code. It just makes the new player experience worse, right? Like, and that experience needs to be... It needs to feel good because you want to keep people playing. You want people to get to the end game. So I don't understand why they make it like that. And honestly, you want to hyperspeed people to the end game because you want people to be in the end game. The end game is a different game than the current game. It hasn't. We haven't played around like campaigns in a very long time. It's all about like events. It's all about PvP, about PvE. It's always been the way this game's been for a while now, right? And so you want people to get to that experience faster because that is the game. Boom. It was the first thing I noticed in their consolidation. There was nothing mentioned about how we earn shop credits. Yep. And we've asked them multiple times on, hey, you gotta do something about this. And they've put so little back. Like, there's just none. And it's the tough thing, because they definitely need it to be a time-gated resource, right? Otherwise, you would just buy everything and feel overwhelmed, and they don't want that. But there needs to be enough that you feel like you're making progress, too. Which I don't think they've hit. Dark promos do have a way to be farmed, it's just really bad, right, Faded? That's from the Incursion campaign. It could probably be better. And honestly, Dark promos as a whole need just an overhaul. It's a system that's really dated. I don't even count that. Okay, fair. Besides the forever codes? Okay, we'll fix that. Let's do some code cleanup then. Sounds like we're due. So you're saying all the May codes are expired, the April codes are probably expired too, so we'll just take just the evergreens and leave them there? Because I think the evergreens are Ghost Rider, Spider-Man 4 in red. I think those are the only ones that are evergreen. Okay, I pulled them all out. Thank you. I appreciate you for checking that. Someone in my alliance a couple days, a Discord say when the codes expire, so I used that. The code Deadpool, they remade it during the anniversary. Oh, Deadpool's a code? Okay. Look, we're learning all kinds of stuff. Let's go put Deadpool in here. Yeah, usually when I enter a code, I add it in here. I don't always know when they expire. Alright, we got that in there. This one was global. This is daring. I think if I remember right, this was daring shark or daring. Was this daring plus songbird? 1, 2, 3. No daredevil. We don't use him. Shark. I think it's shark. That's what I remember. Why do I have Damon again? Oh, he's on cooldown. Also love the slow roll new available teams for Scourges, which makes new players farm older teams. They may not have as much play anymore. Yeah, they need to work on that kind of stuff, right? Like, they need to, and that's something that they've done a little bit better at, but they still have room to improve, right? Farming old, really old teams doesn't age well, right? Those are things that they got to kick out of the meta, or they got to give more resources. And they tend to go the route of just make them more evergreen, which I agree with. But sometimes they're a little slow at it. More slow than I prefer. Alright, good team. Get out of here. Hold on, friends. Now, every time we get new shop, I'm going to turn my season credits into shop credits. No, don't do that. Don't turn your season credits into shop credits. Your season credits are so much more valuable. Eventually, you get caught up in, you'd rather have the currencies, the stuff that comes out of the seasonal store. The seasonal store is very limited stuff, guys. It's hard to replace. You don't, like, there are things they're intentionally limiting in the game. Don't turn them into things they're not intentionally limiting. That's not good. You regretted it a lot? Yeah. It feels good in the moment, but it doesn't feel good long term. Like, you eventually get past it in a reasonable amount of time, and you're gonna regret it, right? Because those are things that you use to, like, unlock Xavier. They're things that you would use to work on current events. Those are all things that you really want to lean into. They're the better teams as far as the characters goes. Yeah, please don't do that. Oh yeah, if you have like 1,000 left or whatever and you can't buy anything, do that. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, don't turn millions of it into shop credits. It's not a great conversion anyways. You're buying shards for Gambit and Nightcrawler too? Okay, we got one more cell and then we can go play Crucible. Or maybe we should we I guess we gotta do the breaker event after Crucible. Good. Yeah, the last thing I want you guys is to do something that you're gonna regret, right? We saved that for my videos. You know, I'd rather you guys, you know, had a good experience there. No Annie in your round? Let's go. We get to play a normal Crucible. I have Annie. I've already looked. We have, I think Zimister today from Suns. What's up? Pal. I hope Morgan Le Fay gets reworked, by the way, guys. She's such a fun character. She would be an awesome rework. Morgan Le Fay and Red Hulk, to be honest. Like, both those characters would be amazing reworks. Get out of here, Satana. Stop ruining my day. No one likes you. Stop having bajillions of dodges. I have no abilities. That's good. No, we just need a new Hulk. Our Hulk is stupid. Our Hulk is like 3 feet tall. We have Midget Hulk. Midget Hulk doesn't make sense for the game. I want a new Hulk. Like if you ever go put Gamma on the field, guys, Hulk's like half the size of all the other Gamma characters. It makes no sense. I try to buy any shards that from the normal shard. If I can farm them off a node, it's not worth the loss of credits. Unless you're just a small amount away from... Yes! If you can farm them from a node, don't buy them in the store. Correct. That's a good way to say it. 100% agree. Eventually you'll get there. Oh, we finished the play any battle. We played any battle there. We can't play raids yet, and we can't do the Alliance donation yet, but we'll get those. I should have some storm shards somewhere. I got a grand total of 100 storm shards. I need 200 more, which I think we get in here, right? Yeah, I get to complete her next week, which will be awesome. I'll have a diamond storm. And free to play will have a diamond storm too if you were good at it. That's actually pretty cool. Wah wah wah. I lost. Darn it. He's 2143 right now. It's wild. How did I get matched with this? And it's funny because I know why, because this account's climbed a lot recently, and I'm going down. Okay. Shall we do what I was originally planning to do, and it's a very bad plan. I pulled Daring Let yesterday. My plan right now is to attempt to Daring Mirror in a 3-shot. That is my attempt. I don't know if it's going to work. I think that's where we're going to try. I'm going to record this just in case it does work, because we'll show it. Just in case. What's up, Marvel Strike Force? How's it going, YouTube? Welcome in today. We're going to do a Cosmic Crucible match against Mr. Zemister. We lost the Beta Ray Bill yesterday on his ult. He has a Nihilus. He murdered me in a grand fashion. And now I wasn't able to clear his Annie, so it didn't work out great. We pivoted today, and we are going to try and clear this Annie today. I have a different plan today, because I think what I'm running into is there's a size check involved with beating Annies of certain sizes, and I don't think my characters really meet that mark. So I have a different plan we're going to try. So if you guys want to jump into it, let's just check out how big Mr. Zemister is. And Mr. Zemister is 610 million, 21 million STP. It's got a pretty substantial jump on me. I am 19 million STP and 480 million overall. I have one Gear Tier 21 character, so this will be fun. Let's jump right in. And if you guys haven't, thumbs up the video, like and subscribe, and tell me what you think, and we'll see you at the end of the video. Okay. Stop recording right there. I try not to buy any shards. It clears all forms we get a 7-star if you bought no offers. Yes, if you can clear them all, we'll end up with a max storm. If you did it twice. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so let's grab. No. Okay, like I said, we're going to try and make this a 1-shot, or sorry, a 3-shot. I don't think I can beat this in a 2-shot. I tried yesterday and it didn't go well. So now the plan is attack number 1. We're going to send Immortal X-Men at it. So my goal here is to steal their energy, which we did. Now, the main goal is we're just going to hit Annie as many times as we can. We're going to pull Night Thrasher's ultimate, because that will kill us. Everything else we can kind of manage through. So if I can leave Annie with even a little bit less health, I'm going to do it. And we'll pause accordingly. But we have to pull Night Thrasher's ability. Hold on, friends. There's Night Thrasher's ultimate, that's okay. Oh, all my characters died. I think this is the harder hitting ability. It is, so we're just going to hit hard. I'd like to hit again if I can. Looks like I'm not. Okay, well. Good enough. Okay, now let's try a second team. For our second team, we are going to be taking in the Daring Warriors. I think this is my best chance at having an opportunity against them. I have one other idea that could work, but it's so expensive. I'd rather try this. And if this doesn't work, we're keeping it either way. Because we're going to try to clean. Okay, here we go. So the situation that we've set up here, guys, is Eclipse is on ultimate on their side. Night Thrasher is on nothing because he has no special energy and he has no ultimate energy. Daredevil, I do believe, has energy because we didn't make it that far, which sucks. And I believe Goofball is on ultimate. It sucks that that's a 5-diamond Goofball, but it is what it is. Here we go. So I got nothing else to do other than give this a shot. My goal here is to hopefully kill some Daring Warriors. But actually, I'm going to send everything at Annie, and we'll just see what happens. Okay, I'm going first. Everything goes at Annie. Okay, we're holding on so far. Night Thrasher ultimate, let's go. That cleanses them. Daredevil, let's go. What's up, IU Flip? Welcome in. Go, Goofball, go. Please somebody die. I think I'm gonna Jessica special. Because they're pretty much out of ability. Oh, we don't get barrier, that's right. Just get energy, maybe that was a bad decision. Ooh, that's a bad place for that, but that's an ultimate, so that's at least it's everybody. Please somebody just die. Okay, we can ult again. Oh, we're so far off killing something, man. Everything is just living. There's Giga Beam. I'm gonna keep it. We'll see what happens. I don't think this is gonna go well. Isn't Drain amazing, guys? This is so fun. This is such a fun experience. This is another video that's probably not gonna make it out because it's just horrible. Alright, let's take Insidious. I literally couldn't kill anything, right? Like, it's such an unfun character. Alright, attempt number 3. Here we go. This is my attempt at killing Annihilus, and I probably kill nothing. Alright, we at least pulled Giga Beam, so we still have to kill his fucking Rod. Please, Rod? That's a special. That's good. Please Giga Beam again. Is that what I'm about to have happen? Yeah, that guy's just dead. Not even close. What am I fighting? I'm fighting Annihilus of indestructibility. No way I'm killing him. I just don't have the damage for it, guys. Like, my characters don't have diamonds, so I just lose. This is such a cool character. Just donated my best team on offense, too. Okay, well, there's enough of that. We're done recording on that video. No point. Oh, you meant to play. I'm fighting Meister Zemister from Suns. Which, I don't know why I'm even playing this match, to be honest. Like, I'm just lose. I guess we're just fighting to clear so we could get our stuff. Like, I'm fighting a 5-diamond Executioner and all this junk. Like, it's just such a waste of time. Because what I have to do now is, like, gross, right? I have to try to X this to even have a chance. I have to, which might just instantly die to the Executioner. I have to curse this. I have to basically attempt to Odin this is the only option I have because of what we just did, right? I just made this horrible because I used my Daring Warrior team trying to do anything. So, that's neat. That'll make this fun. I think I'm just done attacking on Annies from now on. I think I'm just going to accept it. It's a 5-man Crucible instead of trying to kill them. I don't even think it's enjoyable. I'd rather just play a 5-man Crucible. Do we know why Kahori doesn't have the exposed tag? I have no idea. I actually didn't even know the exposed tag was a thing. Well, G21's not that big of a deal. Like, it's annoying. It's good. It helps. But it's not like that big of an overcome. The problem is, it's like, I can't overcome it because I don't have 5 diamonds on characters. Like, people are using strategies to beat this because they have 5 diamond out of turn effects. And I can't even touch that. It doesn't even matter. And it just kind of makes the Crucible not fun. Jackson, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. I pushed the wrong button there. That was a mistake. I should have basicked and not specialed. I think I'm not going to get punished for it, so that's the good news. Yeah, I might get punished for it, we'll see. And stealth now. Don't know how that happened. Okay, never mind. Helverine's good. Okay, that deals with that problem. Everything about this room is going to end poorly. Right, it's 100% auction and RNG. It just is what it is. And then we made a character that only gets beat by it, right? Like, just, it's dumb. The whole system's dumb. Like, I don't even want to fight him. Like, he's not fun to fight. I think we're just going to load the defense back up, and we're just going to not play for Annies. We pivoted to play against Annie, and I think it was a mistake. We thought we had a chance at killing Annies, and I should just go back to what I was doing, which is clear 5 rooms. I think I have a better chance at winning Crucibles if my opponents just make mistakes. As dumb as it is. Any recommendations to use for the Breaker event D2 Mission 6? I know it's a difficult question because I'm not at your level. I don't know what D2 Mission 6 is. What are the requirements for that mission? Is that like the... Is that the Daring Warriors node? Or is that a Diff 2? Are they different enemies on that one? I'll have to look at it. I'm sorry. It's a hero node. We can look at it here in a second. Let me save this. Look. See what kind of enemies you're facing. IO. Oh, you're fighting Mephisto? Do you have Fantastic Four? Fantastic Four would eat this. They turn off Mephisto's speed stat, and they would also turn off the speed stat from the Night Stalker team. I think that would do it 100%. I do not, but not at 100. That's probably the team you need to be working on if you're trying to get past that. Fantastic Four is really good too. They are used to help unlock Quasar and Blastar, and eventually it helps you unlock Null. So there are values in completing the complete team. You don't have to do the complete team, but at least 3. You can use Damon too if you want to put him in that node also. But Damon, if you can make Damon pop, but you need to deal with Mephisto too. It'd probably be like 3-piece F4 plus Mephisto. It'd be Franklin, Invisible Woman, and Reed, are the 3 I would use. The same ones we used in Arena. And then if you want to use Damon, that's fine. You can probably plug 2 other characters there. It's mostly going to be the Fantastic Four that carry you through that because of Mephisto. Once you shut down Mephisto's like extreme speed, then you're okay. And the reason that this works, and this is probably something you don't really know very well in the game yet, let me show you Mephisto. So Mephisto, his character has this mechanic, right? If this character is not a clone, does not have 2 or more exhausts, gain 666% speed until his character's first turn. That is the reason Mephisto is so tough, because then he empowers and he puts out all of his debuffs, right? Franklin in this game has a mechanic, and there's a bunch of characters that have these kind of mechanics. Not everybody does, but that are really, really strong in this game. And he has this mechanic, where is it? If this character has 2 or more Fantastic Four allies, enemies cannot have their speed increased except by positive effects. That stops things like Mephisto. That is what we call speed stat in this game. And speed stat is the mechanic that... There's a couple different ways you can speed your characters up in this game. There's the traditional way, speed up, right? Just the buff on your character, 50% increased speed. There's the second way, which is speed stat, which is Mephisto. That's like the one we were just talking about. And then there's another one that we call speed bar. And let me show you a character that has speed bar, and I'll show you the way we stop speed bar. So an example of a character that gets speed bar is like this guy. And it says, when enemy gains a positive effect, or if this character or an ally gains a negative effect, heal self for 5%. But he fills this character's speed bar by 10%. This is like just filling the bar up faster. This is outside of traditional ways of speed bar fill. So that can happen, and that can make a character go vroom. Then we have characters that stop speed bar, and a character like that, for example, would be... we can show you Moon Girl's. Hers is a little more newer. There she is. In raids and war, if this character has 3 champions or 3 absolute allies, enemies cannot fill or reduce speed bar for themselves, enemies, or allies. So like mechanics like that end up being really strong. And then there's one more version, which is a little more niche, but it is a thing. We have a character that is very unique to this game, and she is Emma Frost. Emma Frost has a very unique speed mechanic, and that she applies a minus 10% speed to all enemies. She just reduces their speed number off the rip. And we have characters that stop her, and those characters are, let me show you one of them, just so you can understand what you're looking at. This character says, the speed of this character and each ally can only be reduced by slow. That is saying that no anti-speed bar or speed mechanic can exist other than the slow duration, right? The slow debuff. And so when I see characters and I know what they have and see stuff like that, so like Mephisto, for example, or Man-Thing, I instantly know the node has speed stat attached to it. So one of the things that I think about instantly is like, how do I stop that? And so the thing that goes through my head is like, oh, well, then you need a speed stat stop. And then you go, well, who has that in the category? Does that kind of make sense a little bit? I know that's a lot, but, you know, and part of it's just learning kits and knowing where they are, but that would be the direction I would lean in that node. I think that's what they intended to beat it. Yeah, I don't think, and most people don't like, speed's a tough thing to understand on this game. But that's kind of like a quick down and dirty breakdown. Yeah, well, half the time Mephisto speed's broken, let's be real. Okay, let's do this really messy fight that's probably me losing, but let's try it anyways. I wondered why my characters were getting murdered at 500k power. Well, it's because they're going first, and first is really strong in this game. It's really, really strong in this game. They should be. I think CC rules are active in all modes in this game, and so you do have speed stat and speed bar characters that can work. Like, you can use New Mutants if you have them. You can use Daring if you have them. Like, those are hero characters that have speed mechanisms to them. But I don't know if you have them built. They're probably not available to you yet. So, doing Fantastic Four is probably a nice generic way to do it. Okay, let's swipe. Hold on, friends. Please don't die. Please don't die. So it occurs to it if they have Crucible rules active. And they're villains, so they wouldn't fit the node, but it could potentially work. Okay, some people are dying. We summoned Dark Phoenix. That's bad. Odin might just die here. Let's see. I'm so scared right now. They're pretty low on the speed bar front, but I really need some people to die. We made it through Dark Phoenix's ability, which is great. Uh-oh, that's the ability's scary, though. That's... please get that off immediately. We did. Nice. Please don't kill. Nope. Oh, boy. I at least turned it off, though. I killed Phoenix, so it's playable. We can keep that. We killed nothing, by the way. Odin just doesn't do it anymore. But that's what I had to do. So, how do we clean this up? And we'll figure that out in here. Let's go do this instead. This is going to be a mess too. Let's take X. Let's take Guard, I guess. Mighty on defense. What do you mean mighty? Like mighty? Who's mighty? I'm pretty loaded on the defense side. Am I not thinking? Like I'm thinking of the team. Oh, Storm, yeah. I have Damon on defense with him, which is why this is so tough. Which I'm gonna load the defense back up even more than we are now. You just woke up just in time to see my Daring Warriors fight? Oh yeah, it didn't work. It didn't even come close to working, Berserker. I killed nothing. I killed nothing. I'm done trying to beat Daemons or Nihilus. I'm just gonna play 5-man Crucible. I think that's where we're at with this. I'm just gonna hope my opponents fuck up. And I'm just gonna put even more on defense. I'm done trying to beat this stupid character. Yeah, we got him low at some points, but it didn't matter. Like, there's just not enough damage. I don't have enough diamonds to make him die, so I think I'm just over it. If he's unkillable, then he's unkillable, right? If that's the character that they wanted to make, then I'll just go play 5-man Crucible. Like, there's no point. I'm wasting my time attacking him and keeping characters dead for it. Just making Crucible not fun. I think I need Fan 4, because I don't have a team for this last room, right? I can do Blaster Thunderstrike here with some junk. I can Fan 4, I guess, this, and then I can pretend X can kill this. So if we're pretending X can kill this, we take Dark Star and Omega Red. And Shadow King. And Phantom Rider. Oh, I don't have Phantom Rider. Blade. Yeah, everything that I've seen so far of people like going, hey, they're killing this, is people with 5 diamond characters, and I just don't have that. So if that's not an option for me, and it is what it is, then I think it's just gonna be, it's just now coming down to, it's time to pivot, right? It's time to pivot into just hope that things die. Hope I can kill 5 rooms with like nothing, and hope my opponent makes mistakes. I think that's legitimately the only thing they'll do against the Nihilist these days. Let's see if I live through Executioner. Please don't kill me. Oh, you hit him. Nice. Oh, well, that character died. Who was that, Blade? Good job, Blade. Oh my god. My entire team went to half because of Executioner. I still haven't killed him, and he flipped everything. It's not good at all. Okay, at least got him dead. We can't kill her. I can kill him, though. Okay. We only lost Blade. That's better than I anticipated. That could have been my character. I could have been X just dying on rip. Better than nothing. Alright, we cleared 2 rooms. It's 10 million and 40 million gold to 103 Rodin. Alright, so let's grab Thunderstrike, Blast Star. I guess Monkey and Sable, maybe? Old Man Logan? My monkey. Good luck, friends. You're not gonna die at all. Oh, you have 10 out of the 40 million you need for Ronin? Ah. Ronin's really good. I saw Fetty playing with him, using him in the Crucible thingy too. We want to try to flip off of this guy if we can. We did. Nice. I prefer you didn't kill my guy. This is 120, so we want to stun this guy before we have to deal with problems. Go ability block over here. Go ahead and deal with him. He can't come back to life anyways. Nice. Nice. Keep dying. I love this. Everybody bleed out. That should kill the last 2. What? You jerk. Good job, team. You did it. That actually worked out pretty well. So what, we've not cleared Annihilus 3 times in the last 3, I think's what we're up to now, by the way, guys. So there's speed bar mechanics in here, but I don't think I care about them. I think we're just gonna hit the explode buttons. And then we'll try to find characters to kill that last bit of the room we couldn't kill. And we always cleared all 5 rooms. Oh, no, not at all, Cookies. I didn't kill Annihilus for the 3rd time. I think I'm done attacking that character. We're gonna go be a dumb idiot and put everything on defense again. Is what we've decided. I tried to kill that character for the, 2nd match in a row. And so I've come to the conclusion that to kill that character, you need, a 5 diamond everything. And I don't have that, so I'm just going to hope my opponents make mistakes. And if they do, then I get a chance. If I don't, then I play a 5-room Crucible. It's fine. And since we automatically knew we lost, we just kind of pushed buttons and played the game right. Collected our rewards and moved on. You know, unkillable Drainbot is was a decision that Scopely decided to make, right? It is killer when you can go multiple sacks and still kill nothing. and still kill nothing. So I'm not even going to attack that room anymore. If we attack that room, it'll just be because we're trying to kill the other characters and we'll just send random dumb shit at it. But that's where we're at with it. What do I have left for this? Nothing? Yeah, we've tried that. I don't even do damage to them. I don't even touch it. If you have the right diamonds on like the right characters, you can. That does work. You take out Mordo. Mordo sucks. I guess we'll try to take Insidious into this and hope for the best. Omega Red just ulted, so hopefully that's okay. Yeah, with Cosmic Ghost Rider. Yeah, it's a complete. If people put Annie with bad things, you can't beat him. If people put Annie with the right things, he's pretty tough to kill. Because the other things don't die either. It very much matters. Alright. Magneto, please don't kill my team. People just do crazy things. It's just either they don't read kits or they don't care and they just they just do stuff, right? It's just kind of what they do. It's always been a thing. I'm assuming he thought his passive worked in CC too. Could be. So you're saying Annie plus X Factor is the new meta. Everybody wishes. Mr. Zemister is not gone yet. GG, Mr. Zemister. He technically didn't clear, but I don't think he's going to do that again. Because he versed an Annie last round, so I assume he clears. I'd be very surprised if he doesn't. Let's fix defense real quick, because I'm definitely not doing whatever we're doing right now. I think we load her up. I think we need to load her up more than we are now. This team sucks. But enduring back. Taking my woman back to back here. I still think this is the best version of this. This room, this room might stay like this because of what beats it. We put X out here. I'd like to put Franklin out here too. This is like room I'm thinking about right now. Arena cookies. They made them for the arena team, and it's just the same crap we've always had, right? Arena is just a shitty mirror match. They don't. I still think they don't. The arena mode, the team's really good. Like, it's a really good team. I'm impressed by it. It's the only version that works, Walking Hate. It's the only version that's acceptable on defense. Because you have to have a stop. You have to have a battlefield effect stop, and they didn't give them one. And Damon's the only character that's there's only two characters that are acceptable for a battlefield stop right now. You have Darkstar and you have Damon. You pick your or X. All three of them suck to put there. Damon feels like the only one that's reasonable. It feels bad. I'm thinking about putting X on defense, guys. I'm just not sure where I want to put him. I'm thinking about if he's Howard the Duck, and you change this character out. The problem is with X and Howard the Duck, like, I don't love that. And then the other option I could do is I could put X over here, but then I don't have speed stat stopped, and you really don't have another speed stat stop. It's the same problem we have here, because we don't have the speed stat stop, because we don't have Quicksilver yet. Oh, real-time arena? No, real-time arena was a joke. They made it as like a fun mode that they thought people would be excited about, and then it just learned that, you know, when you never get a turn and they just control you into oblivion, it was never going to be a mode. Like, I don't know who pitched it and convinced somebody it was a good idea. Can F4 make it? F4 is just too many pieces. I think we're just going to leave with this. Because there's not really a better character to put here. Is there another character that goes into stealth that's reasonable and good? Electra, but that's like it, right? We have very few characters that start stealth. A Beta Ray Bill. I managed to lose to my second Annihilus today, and so now I'm just not killing them anymore. I think that's where we're moving. I'm done attacking them. Yup. I killed 0 characters. We're playing for 5 rooms now. Bryn might be X. That might be a good choice in character upgrade there. It costs me even more, but it might make it scary. Okay. Very nice, Beta. Oh, I've had Annie's for like the last like 5 weeks, guys. It's nothing new. We've done a few. So since the U32, I've killed 1 Annie. I got lucky. He put him with Fantastic Four. New Mutants killed Fantastic Four members, and then I just had a solo Annie, right? And that was fine. Um, any team where I can't kill the things around it is not ended well. If I can't kill the stuff that's around Annie, then I just lose because Annie takes all my characters to 50%. All of them. I haven't found characters that can actively like do enough damage and survive the drain bot mechanic. The only other character that's remotely been kind of successful is this guy, right? Damon can kind of do it if I make him a single character attack and put all of the buff characters with him. Sometimes I can kill some stuff that way, but not with against Daring, right? That's not an option, and I know that. Also not a thing with Exalted either, which I also think Annie can play there. I'm surprised that nobody is doing that. I think Annie Exalted's actually pretty good. I'm curious to see why, what people will do with that. I actually expected to see that this weekend. But, yeah, I don't know. I want to put more on defense, but I don't know if I should. I guess I could take this room and put New Mutants here. Move Sentry over. Then I could put Sentry and play to Duck. And then I could put X there. It's a thought. Okay. I'm down. I gain a Mephisto. -1 you. +1 Executioner. Do I like that better? I think so. You go Ealer. You go over here. You go in the middle. You go this way. Good enough. Do we like New Mutants in a room better than others? It's funny, I don't even think about these rooms, by the way, on what they even do. And now I gain a Duck. I gain a Sentry. Do I like Sentry anywhere else? Technically, I could Sentry this room, but Sentrying this room just makes it weaker, I think. Sentrying this room, I think, doesn't make it weaker, so we'll put Sentry here. This is the speed stops that they need. I'm still leaning towards X's here. Who goes here? F? No. Someone with speed bar. Sus is still not bad. Sus might be the right character. Shadow King. He alts and he alts. They're 128 and 127. He specials. He alts. He wants to alt. Shadow King's a thought. I don't hate it. I don't love it either. It's a little slow. Franklin. Franklin putting silence out is interesting. What if Franklin was here instead of Executioner? Is that better? I mean, part of what makes Executioner scary is he double taps and does a lot of damage, but mine doesn't do that. Rich Executioner? I need a speed bar character that's pretty above average. It might be just Super Scroll. I just don't love it. Breaker's interesting. So Breaker's an anti-rewind character, anti-heal block. But he is... And he does have speed bar mechanisms, but they aren't super relevant. Can this team be scary? This feels like the team I don't love my situation with, but I also don't know that I can protect them. Which is kind of why they are what they are. It used to be a different team. I don't think I can protect them. How do I not have... It's the only thing I haven't leveled on Null. Fine, you could have healer. I'm gonna make him a healer. Unkillable Null. So, him scrimming and assisting is kind of nice. Maybe we go Striker instead. Striker, Scrim, Ort. It still just might be sus. Force people to answer at least with a meta team. Or stat problem. Probably all of them, right? I don't really care. Like, we'll clear with whatever we got. If we can't clear things, we can't clear things. That's fine. My goal is just to make people drop. Brits, it's also kind of fun playing. If I play like this, it's kind of fun playing the 5-man. Can I even clear thing? It at least makes some fun for me. Whether it's good or not, that's a whole nother thing, right? Done trying to kill the actual annies themselves. Feel the hate, let it flow through you. Let the dark side is strong with this one. X is interesting here. X might be better than what I'm doing. He's anti-crit, but he's not really anti-crit. This might be just ridiculous, but I'm going to do it anyways. Same as yours, Beta. I had Mr. Zimisters, and Mr. Zimister had 2 diamonds, 3 diamonds, 5 diamonds, and 4 diamonds. I tried to kill him. It didn't go well, though. So I sacked his abilities. I did make it to the Daredevil's turn, which was not ideal. There was a few points where it kind of got close to killing some characters, but I didn't kill shit. And then I was like, well, we're just going to keep it no matter what, and we'll just try. So we did this stuff. We flipped and got our buffs. We just went all in on him and tried to kill him. Just couldn't dent him. And maybe I should have gone after the Daring Warriors instead of him. I don't know. Like, maybe if I would have strikered on, like, Daredevil there, I could have possibly killed eventually. Maybe. But everything just got healed eventually. Like, Daredevil was close to dying there. But this is where I definitely made a mistake, though. I hit special on Jessica. I was like, well, let's get some energy because we seem like we're doing okay. And that was a bad decision. That just healed everybody back up and I lost all my momentum. I should have just ulted. But same problem. I just like never had an opportunity at all to kill anything other than the bugs. The only thing I could kill was bugs. And then yesterday we tried to do the out of turn stuff to kill it with using the bugs as like the damage, but I just didn't have the diamonds for that. Eventually I lost the character and then I just left. Oh no, I got Giga Beamed. That's right. Scope, we desire you to kill bugs. I'll take it. So that didn't work for the crap. And then we took Insidious in there to try to clean up our mess, and we were screwed at that point. Like there was no making this work. Even like attempting that was bad. So we did this, and this was just a mess too. Starship Troopers 4, Revenge of the Zastin. Yeah. So he's on special, so he just specialed me, right? That was special. So means Giga Beams coming down the road. Search Bar Troopers 4 sounds way better. I would totally stare at Search Bar Troopers 4. And nothing good comes out of this at all, so we just left as soon as my character started dying. But you'll at least get to see my baby Hobgoblin not do damage. Go Hobgoblin, go! 50%. Good job, Hobgoblin, you totally did it. 90% grade Bard. Too bad he didn't have CGR tech with his Annie, you could have had a chance. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know where you find the CGR Annies. I haven't seen one of those in a while. I get the Annies that play with real comps. So yeah, he's then back to fucking perma healing. ZKG had one today. Nice. So that's really what it boils down to. Is it feels like I just don't have the damage on my characters to kill things. So I'm kind of like, well, if I can't kill them, I'll just like try to make them lose. Maybe I just have to put more on defense. You got Annie plus Symbiote 6? That sounds like you have a chance, Ashanti. Also, welcome in. How's it going? Is Super Scroll the best thing that I can put here? I have a Mephisto too. Does a Mephisto go somewhere? Not really. Am I really gonna play with Mephisto on offense? That's a choice. Is there really no space for this character anymore? Because Mephisto's not better than these characters, right? He doesn't change the matchup at all. Mephisto's not better than these characters. He has the same problems as what's already in the room. Mephisto doesn't improve this matchup. Mephisto's unplayable here, and Mephisto's unplayable here. I guess I'm keeping Mephisto, guys. He's no longer has a space in defense. Can Odin come out in any way? What happens if Odin is in 1? He gets shut off by Trasher. Darkstar shuts him off immediately after he goes. That's not amazing. He does heal everybody, though. Is Skrull better than Mephisto? I'm kind of thinking yes, Trey, but the reason I'm saying that is it creates another problem for them to solve. Mephisto overlaps Null, right? On what he does. And I already think part of the solution might be Fantastic Four, which means Mephisto's kind of mute, right? While Super Skrull is not. I'm trying to make Fantastic Four lose. That's the intent of Sentry and Super Skrull, right? That they push them, Sentry gets to go, does bad things to them, Super Skrull goes vroom. Some of those kind of things might be how they survive. is the intent, which is why I'm saying Mephisto's worse. But Mephisto is very useful on the offense side. I won round one because I just got tired of looking at what they had to face. I hope you're doing rude things too, Ashanti. Let's see. Oh. Very nice, Ashanti. Nice. So, yeah, I don't know, guys. I hope this gives enough trouble to my opponents. Do I like this guy? Is, I guess the only question I'm kind of asking myself. I do like him that he has way too much HP. So he doesn't end up getting the, exposed. He's definitely got way more HP than all of the New Mutants that I have. I think he's like 38. I think he's in the 38s. I think my New Mutants are like in the 20s. 34. JD with the sub for awesome enough. I don't know who awesome enough is, but thanks for the sub, JD. You're awesome. So I think we're gonna try that. Hopefully this will create some trouble for my last round opponent, which will be funny because there's a high chance that my last round opponent is Duster, which I'm going to feel bad for Duster when we verse, because this is like me trying to like murder the Annihilus opponents, right, and make them mess up. I feel bad if I catch you, Duster. I'm sorry, but there's a high chance that Duster and I match at the end, because I'm guessing Duster loses to whatever Annihilus he versus today. He got Hyzens, probably one is what he's versing, right? He picked up Hyzens. And then my guess is these two will match each other, most likely. I accidentally slipped in the top turner. I don't know where all these annies are going. You're talking about. Look, there are a few of those out there. Let's go see what the other match has. The non-annie world. This one only has 3 annies in the bracket, and I think we missed one, so that's cool. Look, I have Odin and Mephisto. Surely I can win a match next round, right? It'll be fine. It'll be fine, guys. I have Odin, Mephisto, and Super Scroll. Or sorry, Odin, Mephisto, and oh, and I have Starjammers, and I have Accursed. I surely win next round. It'll be fine, guys. I have the old meta. I have nothing new. What could possibly go wrong? I'm playing last year's meta on offense. Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Non-Annie world, as if we did watch you drop 2 Annie matches yesterday. Right. Look, we have to go hide in our closet somewhere and pretend there's still a safe space, okay? It's fine. I'm gonna go play the match that I you know clearly is okay. Top 200 scary, okay? I gotta get out of there. Eventually, they will scale the game enough that Drainbot character sucks. Right? Surely. We just need the next level of power creep to hit the game. Practicing safe spaces. Okay. Oh. Oh, we lost? Oh, right, I didn't beat Annie. Hey, I made him at least drop. How'd I do? What happened in this matchup? At least I make people lose. He tried to damn it. Then he cleaned it up. Okay. He, what's this comp? Oh, this is my Franklin comp. He fan 4X'd it. Gotcha. He tried to immortal it. Didn't go well. He then used Blue Marvel, Shark, Mephisto, Quasar, Old Man Logan. Also killed nothing. We might watch that. That's interesting. Not that that's an interesting comp, but that's just a lot of good characters that didn't kill things. So it's just kind of wild. I'm curious on that. You guys want to see the symbiote team and how well they do? Rock meet hard place. So Mephisto did not get this done. Even though he gets the pack, that's wild. Oh no, he doesn't get the pack because of Null, right. Right, he just took 2 turns. Oh. Fancy. Oh, Null's going Vroom. The symbiotes beating Blue Marvel also makes sense, by the way, because of Venom's mechanics. It's funny that they already countered the shit out of that character. He's not even that old. Still not available to free-to-play, by the way. Nope, dead. That did not end well for him. That was 10 turns, and all those characters did nothing. Free-to-play at best has had Blue Marvel for a week. That's wild. And then he cleaned it up with Night Stalkers, Dark Star, Super Scroll. So he almost didn't clear. He accursed dormed this. Is this lucky? This feels lucky. And why do people keep dorming against my Gore, by the way? This is not the first person that's done this. So interesting. So Dorm died. Gore takes your shit. Yup. So he was literally just hoping that he killed things. Well, they jump on Blue Marvel's head like 80 times. 1. Like 3. It's out of HP. Interesting. My comp does not do enough damage in that room. We changed that comp too, right? We added X. I think we improved it. Okay, good to know. We'll add X to this one too. That is not the first time I've had a curse beat it by 3 characters alive. The fact that people have bigger curse now is playing into that. Because I bet you if I look now, let's go see. How many stars? He had 5. Okay, so he had 5/5. This is why he won, by the way. His Halvarine would have died. His Azazel did enough damage because he's 5. Interesting. Really? That is a really cheap sack solution. I want to say. So he did a mortal weapon sack into whatever the hell that was, which is a really cheap answer to the seam. I don't love this at all. He didn't even kill something. Interesting. Oh, she did die. Never mind. Just pulled enough abilities that they didn't do anything at that point. Because they have no energy gen. Yeah, it's not my favorite thing, Cross. There being that much of a stretch between that and like a strategy, it's not my favorite thing. But it is what it is. It exists in the game, right? If you verse opponents to play like that, and can do that, then they get an advantage. It's part of them purchasing that kind of stuff. It's not how I like making strategies, but that's, you know. I also like playing that edge, right? Like, it's part of something I like to do. But part of that edge too is because that leaderboard came out, right? That leaderboard sold people to want that wanted it to have it, so you have to play around it now. It just is what it is. Yeah, this team not having this room not functioning right, and them not having energy coming back in, making this such a cheap answer. It's kind of interesting. Not where I meant to go. Asgaz with the subscribe. Thanks, Asgaz. You're awesome. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you. See what happened here. Uh oh. What happened is it broke. Game? So I think that they had no energy at that point, right? So it was just a clean kill. Okay, let's see what happened. I'll try to load it one more time. There's a possibility that they pushed the patch and I just don't know it. And that might be why that doesn't load. It also could be I just clicked too fast. Let's see. What happened? Okay, looks like it's gonna work. Was the level you're free to play New Mutants for level 12? I can log on it in a bit time splitter and I can show you. I need to do the first 6 floors on that anyways. So we could do that afterwards. We'll play this Crucible first and then we'll do that, if you're okay with that. So Damon was on Ultimate. That makes sense because he gets energy. Ooh, Green Goblin Classic about Meta's Maker. That would have been ugly. Orph was on Basic. Spider-Man jumped ahead of Storm. How? She's 134. Spider-Man's what, 133? Was there an out of turn slow or something that went out that I just didn't notice? Both are 133. Okay, I'm mistaken then. Thank you. She's on basic anyways, so she has no abilities. Orph's 134. Okay, I knew there was somebody who was tied to Damon. Hobo Goblin specials. Nice and clean. Oh yeah. Makes sense. That's nice and clean. I like that. Definitely will throw that in the back pocket. The Hobo Goblin I don't think was, or the Green Goblin I don't think they needed, but that actually made it scary for them. We could have just probably brought another character. And what was the last room? He took Breaker, Blaster, Thunderstrike, Odin, Sentry. Oh, so he just threw the kitchen sink at it. Makes sense. Good enough. Mephisto, see ya! Oh, wow. Maybe it is time for Mephisto to retire from defense, guys. It's looking pretty close to that. Nothing too interesting here, but I was curious, you know, just how some of those things held up. That Mephisto got murdered. I didn't expect Mephisto to just explode, but he is getting kind of low on the stat tables compared to everything else. It kind of makes some sense. What have we got going on against Cade? We have Blue Marvel with the Phoenix Force and Minerva. We got the full team with Darkstar. So he has chosen to stop the battlefield effects, so we are going to have to deal with it accordingly. Daring's on defense. So he's pretty defense stacked. This guy does not have... He does not have Annihilus, I do not believe. Does he? I thought he did. Oh yeah, he does. So he has Annihilus on offense. Interesting. That will make this difficult. That makes it pretty difficult, actually. So he has X, he's got a Nihilist, he's got Fan 4, he's got a Cursed, he's got Jammers, he's got Blaster, Thunderstrike, Odin, Sentry? Yeah. Okay. So I can save a piece here. I can curse this without Odin. I've done that. It's messy, but I could do it. I'm definitely nervous he's gonna just blow through my defense with the amount of pieces he has. But I don't know if I can play through that. It might just be what it is. I think I have to Daring this. I'm kind of glad I pulled Daring for that reason. I wasn't really anticipating this. That's gonna. Oh, he has Damon also, so he's got way more than enough pieces. He has a crazy amount of pieces on offense. Interesting. How do I want to deal with this? Can't Odin it. I might do what that guy did. Honestly, I might just pull that card out and take the sack. The reason being is I don't think it is a smaller morph, which is nice, and a smaller storm. Does that change my mind? Because I don't think I have teams to really manage through that. Let's just tentatively say sack here. Daring this, sack here. Do a non can we do a non-X comp with Super Scroll here? I think I have to throw X here. Even if I don't want to. It's fine. Can do X there. Fan 4 that probably. Curse this. Figure it out. Blaster Thunderstrike. So I still have a Blaster Thunderstrike. Does that change anything? Can Fan 4 have any chance in this? I don't think they do because they AoE damage. They are small. They might have the upper. Well, yeah. I don't love it. No. I think we just do what that guy did. That's a 1-drop plan. A 1-drop plan might have a chance. A 1-drop plan feels like it has a chance, though he has everything. Yeah. It has a slight chance. It's not a great chance. He has so much offense. Can I get it down to a no-drop plan? Is there anything I can do to make this better? I can Jammers this, right? Because I have Jammers, or I have a portion of Jammers. I have enough Jammers to function. So we can Jammers this, a Curse this, F4 this, I guess, X version this, Daring this. I think it is just a 1-drop. I think that's where I'm at. I don't think I have a choice. Oh, did I? Oh, did I misread who it was? Oh, I am against Cade. You're correct. I don't know why I thought I was versing the other guy. Was that who I versed yesterday? You're correct. Good catch, Walking Hate. Oh, because I versed this guy yesterday and I was looking at his replays. Good catch, yeah. I was versing Jumpman yesterday. I'm against Cade today. Cade didn't clear room. I have a lot better chance then. Because now he doesn't have a Nihilist, but he's still heavy. heavy offense. Noah Nihilus makes me feel a lot better. Noah Nihilus with what I have on defense makes me think I have a chance. Okay. I think that's what the plan. We're gonna do a one drop plan. Yeah, one drop feels a lot better. I think we're gonna start with this. We're gonna do what that guy did. I liked the idea. So we're gonna do a mortal weapon. We're gonna pull abilities. And then we'll take Insidious in. You know, I'm glad you noticed walking in. I didn't even realize that wasn't the right name. I was like, this guy's a nihilist. Like, I'm definitely screwed. Hold on, friends. Please live. Hold on, team. It's rough out here. I'll eventually get turned right. Don't die yet. I want to heal. I'm gonna cleanse him. Let's see what happens here. Can we play this at all? It'd be hilarious if this won, by the way. So this will flip, right? This will get me off of him. This will extend my buffs, and I'm gonna start working over here, away from Angel. So now my buffs are still going. Here comes Punch Man. Start doing damage now. It's my turn. I have silence, but it is what it is. I'm gonna stun. Eat Master, you don't do any damage. Because exposed. Did I take a team that was too good at surviving? I feel like I shouldn't have healed. Didn't mean to do that. Hey, you guys can lose now. I'm kind of okay with you losing. Alright, that should have gave him speed bar, right? Definitely need to stop pushing buttons. Putting her back on her ult. That's not ideal. Let's just pause our way through this. I didn't realize my team was too good at living. I don't really want to put them back on their buildings. I somehow messed that up. I should have pushed offensive buttons instead of trying to live. That was a bad choice, because the silence just keeps on rolling. I was like, well, maybe we can do better than that. I think that was a mistake, completely. Because this team has no way to get their immunity back, which is interesting. If you could survive their barrage and put immunity back up, it feels like it has a chance of beating this team. I wonder who could do that. Winter Guard? Could Winter Guard survive this? Oh, does she decay it too? True. True. Daring? No, Daring we already know loses it, right? They lose to him. And there's no way to clear exposed yet. It's not in the game. Just Odin. Technically I could Odin now. If I wanted to. That is an option. Because Darkstar's not on our ultimate anymore. So we could go that route. We don't have Odin slotted, I don't think. We didn't put her in there. Yeah, I don't have them though. It's about the only thing New Mutants are kind of good at right now. That was also a small team too, which made it easier for my team to outlive them, which was probably part of the reason that I was struggling with that. I want to do the Insidious thing. That looked fun, even though I think Odin would be fine, right? Unless I'd rather do Odin. Odin's definitely puts me with a good score. I've done that already. We don't need Odin right now. I don't know. The Insidious thing looked fun. Let's do that. It looked like it put up a decent score. Actually, the Odin thing I know put up a better score. Well, technically, I need the Insidious character or the Odin characters because I'm gonna use Starjammers in the other room. So I don't see a reason we can't do this. I think we just take full Insidious instead of taking the random Green Goblin. The random Green Goblin almost died when that guy re-entered, so that didn't feel like that was super great. I think we're just better off with this, with durable characters. Morph basic. The only difference is he has a Jubilee, so if I lose a character, bad things happen. They will gain speed bar. So we got to be very aware of that. Also, he placed his Angel in a good spot, so I do have that problem going on for me too. We're going to work on killing the characters over here. Jubilee and Storm. We're going to try to stay off of Angel if I can for now. She was on ult anyways, that's annoying. Didn't want that. Just go right down the middle. Dang it, I put them both in stealth and didn't kill. Okay, got rid of her. Still need to kill these guys. This is not going well. Okay, we at least made their team go offline as far as their plus abilities. That's good. I did not do this near as clean as the other guy. Improvements need to be made, guys. That took a lot more turns than the other guy did it. I think I needed to pause better on the on the first hit and definitely clean that up on the second hit. 58, that's terrible. So, improvements need to be made. But, works. See how this goes? I have no idea how this is going to go. I think this will work. I think Daring can take this hit. Get away with it. That's not a Daring game. Striker, Scrim, Striker, Raider. Striker. Seems good. Make Blue Marvel dead sooner rather than later. Smaller Magneto, so that's good to know. Let's go. So this team gets energy, so we don't have to worry about Magneto's ult near as bad. Comes the dam. Take it like a champ. Actually, it might be Omega Red's the scariest character. Magneto might not be. Wow. Magneto. What? How did the 5-star Magneto murder my... Okay. Well, looks like we're dropping. Some interesting damage that just happened there, guys. Do it again. The Blue Marvel tickled me, and the Magneto murdered my entire team. It was still a 5-star Magneto, though. Not huge. Crazy, right? Yeah, it definitely didn't hit well. So one got blocked, one didn't. The one character I probably needed didn't make it. I guess I could take Odin with this. This doesn't work this last time. Try to hope maybe that can help, but still have to take the 2 hits. Lost again. Might at least keep most of my characters. Oh my Lanta, it hurts. Okay, friends, need you to kill stuff because I can't take those hits again. We can Striker, I guess, Blue Marvel. Magneto, let's make him dead, I guess. Oh, we broke the animations. This is primary adjacent, or primary only. The ability blocks villains. Let's go there. Really need her to not die. Hold on. Oh, goodbye. Make sure he dies. Really need to get Blue Marvel out of here. I'm so dying again. This is not going well. Alright, we're dropping 3. We suck, guys. This is a mess. This is part of not having Damon too, though. I voted Damon this room like 100%, right? Okay. Now I have to clean this up with hopefully fast enough characters. Back, I guess. We'll see what's left. This is where it gets messy. X Shark, Shadow King. Blade. Blade might be a character I would like to have, but deal with that problem. Get him, friends. Yeah, I honestly didn't expect Magneto to do that much damage to me in those hits. The second one we kind of knew was coming, but that first one, I was not thinking a 5-star Magneto would take my entire team to like dead. Alts. We lost that coin flip. It is what it is. Suck them all in. Continue down, make her dead. She's how we lose. You guys can do damage now. Anytime. Anytime some damage would be nice. Okay, we at least killed something. Both these characters are going to do a lot of damage. I think Daredevil's scarier than Trasher, but that's just me. Yeah, we'll jump off the bridge when we get to it. It's fine. Die. Thank you. See if we can make this work. This I have to be a little careful. Which technically I have Odin, but I kind of do the other one since we already talked about it. We might even use Odin to clean up that other room. It's fine. I think, because I've been seeing people do this room, right, with the Shaw. I don't even think you need Odin, if you do this right. You just take the full team. It's not as clean, but I believe this works. You just have to not kill Shaw, and then you're fine. Lets the blinds out, that's fine. Currently the exposed is going, I think it looks like magic, where it's currently heading. I believe it's magic. But as soon as I get Shaw low, it will change. Now it's on Shaw. Shaw's pretty much full health. I'm pretty certain I can hit this button. I'm going to push the special, though, just for safety. He won't die to that. And then we get the ult. And now everybody's smeared in crap. And now we just continue down the run until they're all dead. See ya. The only thing you have to be careful about, like, the Azazel ult can kill Shaw. And if the Azazel ult kills Shaw, bad things happen, and then you're not happy. Because then you have no exposed. So, nice and pretty there. Let's go over here. This. I have a Starjammer team, but it's not a Starjammer team that anyone is proud of. It is a Starjammer team that is slower than dirt. But I think it is still capable of beating this. I'm pretty sure. I've not seen this yet. Tried to do anything of the sort. I'm a little nervous about the breaker hit that's coming my way, but he has to hit into this guy. And otherwise, we stop their immunity and stuff, so eventually we get to do good things, but there's no There's no Howard the Duck, because Howard the Duck's on defense right now. We did just pivot it on the other account, which will probably do something similar on this account too, I'm thinking. But yeah, this might hurt. Please don't kill me. And they took that pretty well. Oh, but that's a dead Groot. It should give me a bunch of buffs. Thank you. Let's just take us charged. Let's start working on this character over here that wants to kill me. Please don't kill him. He's definitely dead. And then we'll see him. Start trying to kill the breaker. Where you like Giga Beams me too. I think he can be stunned. Yep. Stunnable breaker. I'll take it. That's clean enough. Good job, Groot. So, then we have Fan 4 for this. We'll just take Namor Fan 4. And we'll probably use Odin for the last room. Oh, we have Blaster Thunderstrike we could have used too. Maybe I was too light on this. Maybe I should have just gone like Fan 4 instead. That might have been the proper play of what I should have done. And just tried to been faster than them. Diet Jammers. 7-Up Jammers. Zero Sugar Star Jammers. Let's go. Does Daring have a... Daring does have a protector. They have, Lily's a protector. Or not Lily, but, Eclipse. Namor? Go Namor. Should be more than enough to take care of this. We're a little bit slower, but it should be fine. This is probably reasonable. Go, friends, go. Oh, I did walk into a trap, didn't I? Sure did. I just walked into a freaking songbird and lost the coin flip. This is intended to beat this. Of course, all my priority characters are ability blocked, which is going to end poorly. Oh yeah. It's a good thing I got a Blaster Thunderstrike that can help clean this up. Yeah, this was walking into a complete trap. I should have noticed the Songbird and gone, and that's a problem. But I definitely didn't. The one that used to win coin flips? Oh yeah, well. Let's just be real, that was a dumb freaking attack. I could have done so much better. Look, I killed Britain, so now I can just take Blaster Thunderstrike and clean this up. I think they're talking about Songbird and Franklin, right? But it doesn't matter. I was gonna lose that either way. It was just a bad decision. Is it 132? Songbird's faster? Yeah, I just walked into a trap. I'm an idiot for walking into it. I need Scientist Supreme. Next time you'll do the walking. I should have noticed it. I didn't even like pay attention to it. We need Guardian. No, this was not a good match. I played poorly the entire way. The daring plan was not a great one. The probably fan 4 would have had a better shot, maybe? I don't know. I think we were screwed there, to be honest. What's up, Nick? Welcome in. Get out of here. Just pushing buttons. Good enough. Okay, we're through that part. I gotta clean up my mess. I have an Odin. Who else do we have that can help clean up? I have a Dark Star. That's not really that helpful. I have a Mortal. It's not that helpful either. I have... I mean, at least Storm can stun something, right? She's probably worth taking. I can stun Omega Red. But I have to be able to stop him from getting speed or go faster. Not quite good enough. Speed up. Speed up an Old Man Logan might be able to. It's looking promising. Sure. Hopefully that's enough. Definitely a different than what I've seen. Blue Marvel, please don't. Go Hank and Shuri. Alright, Old Man Logan, your turn. Get him. I tried the daring this multiple times, kill shot. It did not go well. The very small Magneto took my entire HP. That was very interesting. I will definitely have to reinvent the wheel on that one. Yeah, I tried. It's what I had. I'm pretty light on offense defense this round. I tried to I pivoted this round to try and do something different against the Nihilus. Didn't get him this round, and what I tried to do I actually did on the other account. It didn't go well. So won't do that again. And I need to move defense accordingly. We tried to do this with Daring, and I thought Daring would take the hit at least decently well. They took the hit from Blue Marvel decently well. That went well. And then they didn't take the hit from Magneto at all. Like, alright, looking pretty decent so far, guys. And then Magneto came in and said, nah. and then just everybody fell over. So that went. I won't do that again. That is definitely a learning mistake. So, and then we did it again because it was really like what we had. This is 6. So I was also taking the 15% rots too, on top of it, for the turn. So that was interesting. Didn't go well. And then we just cleaned it up. Did we get results? I don't think this guy's gone. Cade's usually really late, I think. It was on 60 minutes ago, so there's a possibility that we'll get results. We'll reload just in case. So, but I don't know if I could have done something better there. I only had Fantastic Four really as like the other team that could have potentially played there. I'm playing Damon on defense, which might be really bad. We're trying it though. At least people are having to put stuff into it, but the cleanup that guy just did to me with Damon was really cheap. So it might be time to really pivot. It might be time to rethink our offense defense completely. It might be time for Exalted to move back to the offense. It might be just they're just not good enough. If it's just a 1-sack cleanup easy with junk, for at the cost of one of my best characters, that might just not be a reasonable enough response to the team. Especially if like that's the easy response, right? In a one-shot, I haven't seen a one-shot that looks clean from anybody yet. For it, but the 2 shots are like cheap. So, and gaining that team is a huge advantage, right? Like that team does open up some doors that are pretty reasonable. It's not an amazing efficiency team, but it's not a bad just kill something team, right? If we're trying to play for like that kind of stuff. I'll show you. You let me just reload and I'll show you what they did round 1. I was pretty impressed. We actually did it to this guy, but I didn't do it near as well. I need to rewatch and see what they did. Their version, the team died at a better point, and it ended up being a much easier come back in and clean up. I went too far, way too far. So, Jumpman has a Nihilus. I lost to it. I didn't kill it. He did this. Where is it? So I had Damon on defense with the Exalted X-Men, right? And he had pulled all the abilities with the Immortal Weapon team, which I thought was pretty impressive because it's anti-crit, right? So it's going to help save them. Also has the charge mechanic, which this team doesn't deal with either. So Morph didn't kill anything. Storm also didn't kill anything, and then Storm did kill there when they took their turn because of all the bleeds, but still hanging on just fine. And the other characters don't do crazy damage, right? So he did the same thing. He did Iron Fist special and the Steel Serpent special, which is exactly what I did. He World War II ultimate. I did World War II special. I think that was a mistake. It didn't make a difference other than my characters lived longer. Did the Morph ultimate there. Pulled Storm special. And honestly, just after this turn here, he probably could have just ended. Right? Maybe you pull Angel too. There's Angel special, and you probably just let it end right here. This would be where I would just like pause. And then next fight, he took another, I thought, pretty reasonable team into it, but there's probably other options that you could do too. It's going to be less reasonable to the Annihilus owners because of what you guys are using the team for, right? this side. They're using full Insidious. Well, no, he had Green Goblin, but I would do in full Insidious instead. And he just murdered it with this. There's probably another secondary team that you could have figured out too that was just as reasonable, because this team doesn't do anything on the re-enter. Like, you just have to get off the taunt. Once you're off the taunt, then you just play it like you were doing Galactic Council. I wonder if Galactic Council could win this too. It probably does. As long as you just don't hit Angel, you're fine, right? Same scenario we were in before. I don't even think this is the team that you had to do. When I look at this, like, I think we could have found some more local adjacent characters that play similar idea. Probably also wins this on the re-enter. What's up, Scuba Steve? Welcome in. So, seeing that makes me think that my Daemon that is costing me a fortune on the offense is very much not worth it on the defense, I would say. I'm thinking that this is way too expensive. Which I knew it was expensive when we tried it. I just think it's got to go. We can pivot that like to over here or something. How you doing? We're doing pretty good. Or we could even go here. Maybe this is a good spot for him. That'd be kind of fun. And I think Daring's going back on defense. What I wanted to try with Daring really just didn't work out as well as I wanted it to. I think we're going back to what I was originally doing, which I very much enjoy. And we're going back to Daring plus Invis. Ego's on the end. So go back to that. This, I think we're still going to roll with this room. As with the way Phoenix Force is right now, I don't think they're actually savable from Exalted. But it does force it, which is kind of okay. You used to be able to save it, but with the changes they recently made, it's no longer the thing, right? You used to be able to put Odin with them and kind of protect them. You used to be able to put some high damage dealers with them and kind of protect them, but I kind of think that's off the table. This, I kind of think we're going to kill this room completely. Kind of been what I've been contemplating on the other accounts. It's pivot, and I think it's pivot duck off. I think this is now Sentry. I think we just go all in on the idea. And I've been seeing some people do some shenanigans in this room. I'm leaning towards doing this. We'll see how poor this of a decision makes for the next round, but I'm kind of leaning this direction. And I need one more team, and what am I forgetting? Oh, because I took my Exalted off. So the other one has Exalted set right now. I didn't realize how cheap of a counter that was. So now I need a fifth team. Who's fighting who? I don't think anyone's fighting anyone, Amel. Welcome in, by the way. How are you doing? What do I want to take? Put back. The Jammer team, maybe? Really love the Jammer team on defense. They're versing No Timey? You got my opponent, or who I versed yesterday. Did I miss our bracket? Yeah, I just finished it. I can kind of go back there in just a minute, Amel. Let me just finish setting defense, and I can go show you guys what I did. I didn't do particularly well. I'm still trying to figure out how to maneuver through a Nihili world. I haven't quite figured it out myself. At least what works for my account. You know, I see what people are doing at the a little bit bigger up, but I'm still struggle bussing. Yeah, I got Mr. Zemister. He was a big boy. I need one more team. What do we want to put out here? I don't hate that guy's little trap team. Not the worst idea. We could put the trap team out there. Well, we can't because we can't do speed stat stop. And we have speed bar stop available, and I'd like to keep him. Realistically. Realistically, can I make a sixth room comfortably? I definitely can once we get Quicksilver. The problem is speed stat stops are very hard to come by right now. It might just have to be Starjammers. It might just be what it is. Very few teams that I've got that are capable of putting up the defensive pressure that I really want to set up. You have Frankenjammers that almost pulled a win as my compromise. I'm thinking, like I'd really like to put one more team out here capable of getting a win, but there really isn't that many characters that meet that bill. Because I can't put speed stat out here unless I put a full team. Which I guess I could put a cursed out back out here. It's a thought. Not my favorite thought. It does mess with people a little bit. Jammers doesn't really. I mean, everybody and their mom knows how to beat Jammers. SG Odin knew a meta. Why do you guys... Interesting. SJ Odin is interesting, by the way. To beat Exalted. Oh yeah. Yeah, we did that on this account. We did this in round 1. I tried some stuff. It didn't perfectly work the first time, but it did work the second time after doing a little more oomph at it. I threw Yelena in there for funsies. And I did this the second time, and it worked just fine. Full jammers makes sense. It would work too. 4-piece jammers with Odin seems like it would definitely work. And then you probably missed it, Amel, but my opponent did something too. Jumpman did things against me on 5. So he did this for his answer. And I tried doing this just for the sake of trying it. I got pretty similar results against the full team. But he did that. Yeah, that was interesting. So to me, that's like not even reasonable enough to put Damon on defense for a result of an answer. Which is why I'm pulling them. So that was really interesting. The durability of some of these teams is just, yeah, they're not good. They need buffed. I don't know the correct way to buff them. It might be they need energy, but I don't know if they need energy or if they need just more damage, or there's a few ways I think you can go about it. The battlefield effect turn of one way that you fix them is just give them enough damage to make it a little more scary, right? If Odin can't live, then Odin's gets broken very easily without having to have a battlefield effect stop. Which I'm assuming they don't want to put a battlefield effect stop because it probably breaks a team coming up, would be my guess. It's my guess. Yeah, Storm tickles in the beginning. And that's the issue, is Morph Storm combination isn't really a kill unless you have like crazy diamonds. And that's where the problem is. And there's a very few characters that meet the mark of like trying to fix that. Damon does an okay job at it, but you just saw like no energy re-enter is a very clean cleanup for a very expensive character. So it makes for a weird meta. But they did like fix like, so I was doing this last week, right? I was doing this plus Odin as a defense, and this room did beat Exalted. It beat Exalted pretty consistently. But this room's dead because of the way it functions in the PvE side, right? Odin tries to special, doesn't do anything, heals them up, but it doesn't get his battlefield effect up, and he can't put his battlefield effect up once Exalted does their Storm does her ultimate, and bad things happen. Well, it's now really hard to protect Phoenix Force on the defense side with them. So I don't know. Like, protecting them got really difficult, and it broke that comp in them trying to fix it, which was interesting. Actually, we could try to run this guy. Maybe we just go high damage. Is that the play? Try to come in with just double high damage. That might be better than what I'm trying to do with the revives. I don't know. Maybe that's not better. Maybe we just go back to the other two. So, I technically have the Fan 4, some of the Fan 4 available. I have a speed bar stop. I have Franklin. Can I make it a modestly scary room with the remainder of that team? That's the question of the day. To make a modestly scary version of that room, it would require probably turning everything off. But to turn everything off, it's like way too expensive because I'm already using all the good ones, right? Trying to make decent... Oh, I changed this. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. We need our Minerva back. Yeah, Phoenix Force server needs Professor mostly. Yep. Yeah, I don't think Phoenix Force is very protectable right now. I wish it was, but they kind of just like tactically nuked this team out of existence. So it kind of just became put less good characters in here just to pull stuff, right? They're kind of just like a pull stuff room now, instead of being like a really scary room. What's up, Fetty Wap? I need one more room that's worth something. Which we could go something along the lines of... Which I don't even hate. This is a speed stat stop. If we did something along the lines of these three. It's not a good start to a room, but it might be good enough to make at least a proper answer. If I did this would probably require me to put Britain in here, which I do have. We could go Britain. And then that leaves me one character left to try to make something out of this room, which I don't particularly love. There are things you can still do to this room, like Emma and those kind of things, right? And just play the reverse of it and mirror it, which makes me not super happy. Because it feels like a pretty low-key answer. Oh, me too, Fetty. I probably lost all these rounds. I didn't play well. I made mistakes on top of, like, I made bad decisions. But that's okay. I don't mind making bad decisions. It just means I have to, like, redesign my decision-making plan, right? Like, we're trying to readapt to the change in meta, on top of, like, figuring out Annihilate. See, this doesn't feel good at all. Most of my rooms right now are pretty heavy on the Alpha Strike you. This room does not Alpha Strike you. Unless I can use Mephisto to, like, elevate a room. But I think it just becomes the Blaster Thunderstrike room, like, show. Which I don't hate being the Blaster Thunderstrike room. And I don't even hate keeping those characters. How do we make Starjammers not suck? Or Duck? We can use Duck. We could use this guy. I kind of want to keep Lily. Though I don't think many people are going to allow me to do that. Like, people are going to learn real quick that that's not going to be an acceptable outcome for Exalted. I guess we could just go the Exalted Darkstar route instead. It's cheaper. But there's still such an easy... It's an easy solution. Is a one-tap an easy enough solution if I give up Darkstar? I don't feel as like... I don't feel as attached to Darkstar as I am with Daemon. Like, Daemon, not having Daemon is a rough thing to not have, right? It makes Master King things very difficult. Not having Darkstar feels more reasonable if we want to go that route, as far as at least making people answer. We tried to go that route. Does it feel like CC teams do better on defense, or am I just dumb? So, usually yes, Portland. I would say right now, CC teams tend to end up on defense just because there are clear weaknesses that players try to abuse and break, and CC teams are pretty rigid. And because they're pretty rigid, I personally think that that's why they end up on defense. It's like the offense is super flexible and the defense is super rigid. And that's kind of been how we've been breaking things. I personally think that needs to change in CC, but I don't think they're going to do it. Darkstar Exalted. And I actually think it might be this. It might be Morph. It might be not Wolverine. It might be Jubilee. Let's try this. Because if something dies, Darkstar pings, and she gets speed bar, this might be the scarier version. Did we try that? Instead of trying to do Wolverine. Though I think Wolverine is way more scary. Now they have assist available, but as soon as they do something, we click the button and it turns everything off, but it will give them buffs. Can Starjammers win from that point? Oh, we need to test that. I wonder. I wonder if Starjammers could just beat this team straight out. Probably not, though. Raid and Arena teams seem to be the best built teams in the game the last couple of years. Well, Raid teams just excel in their mode. Arena teams, they always are really good teams. They still hold that, like, that's the mindset that they want to maintain. Well, I'm wondering if, so like for example, room 5, if you went Starjammers Odin, right? You have to take Glad, or you have to take Glad, right? You have to take Glad, so it'd be 3-piece Jammers, Glad, Odin. And you would take hits from Morph and Storm immediately, right? Probably actually more than that. You'd probably also take Darkstar, and then you go. But the neat thing about that is maybe you push Odin's special instead of his basic in this matchup. I wonder if they could win with Odin specialing instead of basicing in this matchup, or if it's just a straight up they lose. I'm guessing they lose, but that's just what goes through my head. I'd be curious to see what people do that. And we try Jubilee instead. That leveled up the defense quite a bit. Whether it's a good defense, I don't know. What happens if if this was Odin instead of Darkstar? Is that a better defense? Because Odin technically would assist, right? He would assist with, and he would special on his turn. Instead of trying to do anti-battlefield effect, do Odin instead. Just deteriorate the Odin mirror by just being a freaking slap fest. I kind of like that idea. You guys ready to have a slap fest? Maybe that plays better. I didn't think about that one. Tickle fight? You have to giggle the entire fight, the entire time during the fight too. Be fabulous. Let's try that. I think we're gonna go make those changes on my account too. We're gonna try this. We're gonna play Odin with them and see how that works out. Because technically, if you tried to take Odin, you'd almost have to take a battlefield effect stop. So to make that work, you would have to go Lily Glad, Odin. That's 3. A character that makes Morph target them and hope they survive. And Darkstar, I guess. It does pull the Darkstar out of other comps. I kind of like that. It pulls Darkstar out of other comps intentionally, which kind of makes Daring substantially better. It makes Daring substantially better. I kind of like that a lot. Let's try it. I exhausted all my teams to clear 5 rooms, and I had nothing left to clear Symbiote 6 leader room. Embarrassing. I'm not surprised, Portland. It's just that's kind of like the top end right now is kind of weird. Like because Annihilus, and I don't know if you're versing Annihilus or not, or seeing him, because Annihilus exists. Like I'm having to. I think my best, and this is being completely real, not trolly. I think my best course of action to have a good chance against my opponents is to pile everything on defense and break as many teams as I can and try to just inch my way through offense defense, if possible. Because that gives me the best outcome. And even though I don't have a nihilist, because of the outcome of I converse a nihilist, this is the direction I have to move to have a chance. That's how I feel anyways. And maybe that's not true and I'm playing very poorly. I don't know. I have an nihilist in my bracket this week, Sheriff Lobo. Okay, so let's do this. Let's go ahead and copy all this. Let's go ahead and close this out. Do I like this team here? It's the best question I want to ask. Would I like to move, is this a better Room 6 team? Because Room 6 really alpha striking and then them taking turns makes it very scary that they just bleed out, is what I'm noticing. And this team alpha strikes really well. This team has some alpha strike. I actually think this team might be better. And then this team needs to move over also. Let's do that. Let's put this team in the in the full house. No, the hot potato room. No. This one in the hot potato room. I think this makes them live longer, right? And then full house. Is there a place I like this team better? This can't be ability blocked. I guess this team in 3 is kind of annoying. But they mostly have trauma go against them, right? Or no, there is no trauma. No, X makes trauma. Maybe forces X if I switch them to Raider, but I don't really want to switch them to Raider. Do I not have a full house capable like team I like in full house? That's kind of wild. I guess I like hot potato. We can do that. We'll do this. I could move the anti-bleed team here instead. I guess that's okay. We can do that. Seems as good as any. Oh, we need the... We want to switch this guy? I think we do. Make you Raider. Raider, Raider, Raider. Healer, Fortifier seems fine. Try that in the Mark of the Serpent room instead. Hopefully that'll help overload them. Okay, let's move ahead and go back to the other account. So we have it goes Daring, Phoenix Force, Symbiotes, Exalted, New Mutants, whatever, right? Okay. Feeling a little better about that. Clearing's going to be interesting, but we'll do our best to figure it out. If I had Exalted on offense, it would definitely help, though. But I think we're going to test that room instead. Test how we feel about that. Wild. So I'm not having Mephisto on defense on either account with the way we're set up right now. Kind of wild. I don't think I've ran Mephisto offense in forever. But it's got a chance, I think. Okay, we wrapped up that. We need to go fix defense on this account. See if our opponents attack too. I think they've been on. Mr. Zemister is not attacked. We have that going. This one has the 5D Wolverine. Does that change my mind? I still think it's Jubilee. I think we're gonna try Jubilee and see how it goes. I'm not so fond of how this entire thing's played out so far, though losing my 5D Wolverine feels bad. I wonder if there's any world you drop Angel. Probably not. So what happens if I dropped Angel? Let's go ask that question. I haven't asked that question yet. Can defense be without Angel? Or is that just bad? He bears his friends, he puts Vitality and Taunt up. When this character's attacked, he heals everybody, he flips. Probably not. Because if you don't put Angel out there, I would probably try to do something dumb, like just Alpha Strike the shit out of it, right? He's just a damage reduction, probably too important. Yeah, I don't think it's a team without Angel. I think you're very correct, Killshot. It just sucks because Morph feels like non-replaceable, Storm feels non-replaceable, and same with Angel. Which means Jubilee and Wolverine are both fighting for their spot, which I don't love. But it kind of is what it is, right? Maybe like that. I think we cut him. I think I need my Fan 14 back. We'll put Executioner here instead. I think that probably plays better. That way at least I have the speed stop even though it's not a great team. Because I probably need that, right? This is still the same team, so we decided that this was going in not full house, so this was like this. This was fine. We decided this was going to room 6 because we think that might help kill things. We decided this was hot potato, this was full house. That's all fine. Everything else I think we're leaving the way it is. Let's just double check our ISOs real quick. Strikers and Raiders. Seems fine. All forts fine. Scrim, Striker, Striker, Raider. Raider, Healer, Striker, Fortifier, Raider, that's fine. Striker, Raider, Healer. I have one Striker on this team, but I think that's okay. These two go Raider. She could be, I guess, a Striker, but she's not a great Striker. I think we'll just leave her Raider just anyways. We have 2 Raiders on this team and 3 Strikers. That seems fine also. I think that's what we're rolling with, guys. I'm going to be ultra light on the defense or on the offense side, but we'll just try to make it work. It may not work. We'll have to find out. And then we'll deal with it accordingly, right? Maybe this will at least give us a shot at having a real offense-defense potential. See what happens. I think that's about it for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I know it was kind of a pretty low-key one, with us just flipping offense and defense and trying to figure stuff out. You know, I appreciate you guys that came in and subbed to Asgaz JD. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for coming over. Let's go ahead and raid out. Let's see who's on. Who we got in the category? I'm gonna go figure out dinner. Oh, we got Mr. Diamond Dave on. Let's go raid him. Go say hi to the OG Diamond Dave. He's against Geolegit. And he's playing on combat errors. Or is this Beta versus Geolegit? Isn't that Beta versus Geolegit? I thought Diamond Dave's name was back to normal. I don't know. Let's go find out. Let's go ask him questions. Raid now. Have a good one, guys.